Welcome to the Bear Bryant Show. We're glad you could join our review of the exciting action of your University of Alabama's Crimson Tide football. The Bear Bryant Show is brought to you by your local Coca-Cola bottler. Have a Coke and a smile. And Golden Flake Snacks, the only chips with Southern Fried Crunch. Now let's take a look at this week's game, Alabama versus Auburn, with comments by Coach Paul Bear Bryant and yours truly, Charlie Thornton. Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome once again to the Bear Bryant Show, brought to you by Ice Cold Coca-Cola and by the Golden Flake family of snacks. And today we have Golden Flake potato chips. Coach, let's see, it's pretty strong today, I believe.
During the third quarter yesterday, we should have been that strong, Charlie.
Get these out for us to snack on as we go along. Well, Coach, it was a 25-18 victory over Auburn, which kept Alabama's streaks alive. And your comments, please.
Well, actually, I thought it was a real tough football game. I thought both teams, I don't think I've seen better games. I guess the fans have too, but I don't think I've seen any teams that played any harder or hit any harder. More hard hitting in the game. So let's get into the game. And
we'll be back for the first quarter of action following this important message from Coca-Cola and Gold. Coach, we're kicking off to Auburn to start the ball game.
And that wasn't what we wanted to do either. We didn't want to kick off ever to them. We could help it, but we were very fortunate here. We got a poor kick, and they bounced it around a few times. And we came up with a football, and they did a good job. Here's starting the game off. You put something on the board right quick. Well, it had a psychological effect on anyone. Their pursuit there is excellent. And they trail well, I mean fast. We got caught from behind, a man trailing from the opposite side on several occasions. We had a broken assignment there, and they had a bunch of people shoot the gaps and did a real fine job. Stedman cheated back to pass, and they put an excellent rush on. And we wind up having a kick. We didn't want to try a field goal. We tried several, but that was a little out of our range after being thrown a little lost there. We almost got the ball. Anyway, we wanted to receive the second half and gather win the fourth quarter normally. And we did. Of course, in the third quarter, why it was disastrous as far as we were concerned, of having so many fumbles. It was a draw play, and I tell you, they got some people who can run with the football. You can say that was a missed tackle, and it was a missed tackle. On the other hand, the runner has a lot to do with that, so let's just say it's great running. They're in I formation. They run out of the I and out of the split backfield. Late in the game, while they went three wide outs with one man in the backfield, two men in the backfield. Well covered, well rushed. He's out of bounds then. Split backfield. Come with a reverse, and they don't handle the ball clean. I don't think it made any difference because our pursuit was excellent then. That kick from a 9-man front, which is a little different from most people. We kick with 7-man front. Tommy Wilcox with the ball here. He picks up about 3 or 4 yards, which is awfully important in a big game like this. Tommy's a fine football player from New Orleans, Louisiana, and he's only a freshman. We've been very much crippled up. I'll comment about that a little later. Here's a Missouri counter option trap thing that we copied from Missouri. We don't run as well as they do.
Stedman got 3 on the play.
She's a quarterback still, and after Logan this time. And Major does an excellent job of running, but Major's not himself. He's been crippled, and you wouldn't know it by the way he's running there, but he was hurting all the time, and has been since the Baylor game. We didn't even know it for a couple of weeks.
He got 19 yards down the Auburn 44.
Both ends wide now. Big Steve Whitman ran with the football, and he ran very hard. We could put him in really what we wanted him in if we put both ends out, but then here goes Whitman, that's a replay. We put both ends out, well, they'd play what we call a safety force. And our line came off the ball very well then, but there had a man that shot the gap and made a great play. She's a quarterback, Whitman fullback, Oakwood right half, Billy Jackson left half. Wright Stevens, who made some All-American at center. Brock, very fine man at guard, along with Boost. Has plenty of time to pass here, but he doesn't find a man open, or decides to run with it. Carrying that ball like a loaf of bread, but put it up now. He got both hands on him. Bunched it out at the tackle, and Travis was tight end, and Keith Pugh split in. He goes for first down here. The line really came off the ball very well. And Stedman kind of halfway bobbled that ball. If I'd have seen that, I'd have had a heart attack. Full house backfield now. First down. Stedman gets full. They've had a hard on. The man coming down the line hard. We refer to it as an Aggie or hard. And Stedman got rid of the ball very well. And Tim Travis was down there blocking for him. And
Billy Jackson.
Billy Jackson?
Yes, sir.
Billy made one block. Well, look at that block Billy Jackson left half made then. Knocked him flat on his back. Put his head right in his chest. Great block. We fumble the ball here, fumble a pitch, and puts us...
Minus 10 yards on the play.
Don't recommend that. Here comes a hoopy pass. We brought it a little too far. We got to get him the ball quick enough. If he had him ball a little quicker, he could cut back in there, and no telling what Major would have made on. Not Major, but Joe Jones, I believe, running.
No, sir, it's Major.
No, that's Major running. See, you got him a little out too wide. If he got back in there where he can use his ability to. So we go for a field goal now. Bear Smith is kicking, holding, and snapping it back. I'll get it right in a minute. Hump is holding, and Alan McElroy kicking. We haven't had very much success with our field goal kicking recently. They run a sweep here, and our pursuit is great. They're Byron Bragg. I don't know who else is all in.
Curtis McGriff.
I think Curtis McGriff had some big plays. I thought I'd have a couple, and they're going toward the ball, running toward the ball well.
Braggs and Boyd.
Bragg for Montgomery, McGriff, Cotton Plant. Cottonwood, and Boyd is from Huntsville.
Scott in on that tackle, Randy.
Randy Scott from Atlanta. Real fine play there. Real excellent play by E.J. Jr. He held the entire shebang up till the help came.
Tommy Wilcox and Mike Clements.
They have some excellent runners. Going out the flat. Now, you talk about a brutal lick. That's right in front of me there. And Jim Bob Harris really put the shoulder of that gentleman. And he held on to the ball, too. I thought he dropped the ball. This man can run, make no doubt about it. Jim Bob Harris runs him down again, knocks him out of bounds. Don McNeil played too much. We played him the entire game. The running back punts and kicks and kickoff team. And I just mentioned that because of my stupidity, really. E.J. Jr. came up with a good play then. E.J. Jr. from Nashville. Now here's a little screen semi-job, and he throws away there, but nobody thought he threw it away but me. Goes for the field goal. They have an excellent field goal kicker.
47-yarder by Patella.
But we're behind now, 3-0. 44 seconds to go. They kick off again, and they have best kickoff man to kick that ball right in the left corner every time, nearly every time, out of over the goal this time. So we take over to 20. Fullback in motion. Don Jacobs, the quarterback.
It's Major with it.
Major Ogler running the football. Major Joe Jones only played right half.
Don Jacobs in the quarterback.
Jacobs in the quarterback now. Goes out to Pugh. Pugh's an excellent receiver. He missed 2 or 3 games.
This play picks up 16
He's just a great receiver, as a matter of fact. He has a great hand, has a knack for getting open. He has good speed, but he's not a burner. Alabama zip, Auburn 3, end of the first quarter.
We pick up Alabama 1st and 10 on the 41. Jacobs sneaks for a couple.
I think Jacobs did that on his own. He comes back and gets hurt on this play, I believe. The mesh with the fullback is not good here. Jacobs hadn't had much work, and there's a good block on the end out there by
Joe Jones.
Joe Jones. Jacobs That's back here, Booth over at the block farm, and he hurt his knee just before he was hit. Sealer's back in at quarterback. Run the belly play this time. Run Tim Travis, Adelette. Mitch Ferguson running the football. Mitchell from Augusta, Georgia. And he's a junior. He's been hurt a lot this year. He's another one I didn't mention. Now, Stedman got called for Maria then.
4th and 1, Coach. We'll go for it.
Ran a power play and with Ogilvy.
Nix.
Oh, it does Nix. Now, this was going to be around a halfback pass, and he finally throws it. But what really happened is our end didn't get off the line. And by the time he did, the man had reacted to it. For a second there, it looked like it was going to be a touchdown. Joe Jones running with the ball, and Nick's making the block out in front of him. Joseph Thomas from Georgia. Full house backfield. Formation right. Stedman Sheely back to pass. He throws it out. Pugh does a great job going down the sideline for the touchdown.
28-yard touchdown pass.
Great run by Pugh after he caught it, too. Perfect pass. Bear Harmon told me, I believe Bear Harmon told me, John Hanna, saw John Hanna. Did you see John, Charlie?
No, sir, I sure didn't.
Well, Bob Baumhauer was supposed to come, and I didn't see him. And Tony Nathan, I talked with him, but didn't see him. Big 6 points. Here comes the extra point. I think Barry Smith is about as fine a snapper back as there's ever been. He's a senior. Woody Humphries is a junior. And that's McElroy kicking off, and he, of course, kicked the extra point. Thank heaven that gentleman player caught it, too. So Auburn takes over, run the sweep. Our pursuit's excellent with that little man. I tell you, he's small, but he is some kind of runner. Both of them some kind of runner. I could turn the burner on here.
McNeil and Harris. Got Brooks after a 10-yard gain with the Cribs.
He showed his power there, you know. We had him tackled, and he still made a couple of yards. And those are not children tackling. Shirley Temple not tackling out there. You look here. Real fine. Our pursuit is excellent there. Appreciated Governor Fob James coming to the dressing room after the game. He was very complimentary of our defensive team, particularly our line. We said the Sugar Bowl people coming by and being here today. Had a little mix-up here, and we just happened to have the blitz on. I think Randy Scott was the first one back there. He's a real excellent block. They blocked one man and into another one of our people, and that guy should get a double bonus there because he blocked 2, actually.
Boyd leading the charge on that tackle along with Randy Scott.
I think Boyd had a jillion.
There's Thomas there.
Thomas, Boyd, the first one out there then. Hope Mrs. Ralph Coward of her 90th birthday has a wonderful birthday. Troy, Alabama. Look at the speed that gentleman had. Going for the field goal here. You know, I believe you can check it, of course, Charlie, but I believe 75% of the ball game was played on the hash mark opposite us. Fullback motion this time. Joe Boyd running with the football.
Joe Jones.
Joe Jones, what I say, Joe Boyd?
Here comes Stedman.
Stedman faked the belly play then and kept it himself, made a first down. Stedman Sheely from Dothan, Alabama. Stedman back to pass. He takes the shortest drop of anybody in football, but he hit his man.
13 yards to Keith Pugh.
Keith Pugh from Evergreen. He's a senior. Ball comes up, the line comes off that ball well then. Here's a block.
It's Haney.
James Haney makes a block. They're second. They're playing right up there close, of course, as everyone does us. And their line played back off the ball a little bit.
And that's Major Ogleby getting 5.
Major on the power play. Oh, my good friend E.M. Ford is feeling better. You know, Charlie, he's been ill, and I didn't even know it.
I didn't know he'd been ill either, Coach.
He's been quite ill, and I heard way back. Big Steve Whitman running with the football. He's hard to bring down. Steve had over 100 yards yesterday.
He get 6 yards and a first down at the 11. At the 5, rather.
Now, I heard he was in the hospital one time. When I got back home, I called and said he was out. I heard last week. Full house backfield. Major Ogleby again. Major's from here in Birmingham. Stedman faked to the fullback. And he went inside the 3-man who had him blocking on the 3-man. So sees the hole there, just jumps through to the end zone. He never made it going outside. Fine play by Stedman Seeley. Pugh had a man blocked down in the end zone, but he couldn't have made the play from back there anyway. Bear Smith snaps it back. Woody holds it. McElroy makes a kick. Alabama 14, Auburn 3.
Kicking off to Alabama to start the third quarter.
We're going into the wind now, and of course receiving. Don McNeil picked the ball up. It gets hit very hard, but we take over. Excuse me, Charlie.
I just want to say on the first.
We're running kind of a circle. Stedman is there. He gets hemmed in with a bunch of them. They come up with the football. So we got our backs to the wall now. That man was trying, I don't know what he's trying to do, but he's real lucky there. He fumbled the ball. But knocked loose from him, maybe, we say.
He fumbled it forward, and they recovered.
He did automatic, faking it. Audible. And look at that gentleman, he can run. I'll tell you something. Pursuit was excellent, but he still picked up a few yards.
Auburn was penalized 15 yards, and they punt.
So we take it on the 20 with automatic touchback, full house backfield. Ogleby on the counter play there. Real fine tackle by the Auburn man. That's the play. And we fumble the football. They recover again. So we give it right back to them. I don't recommend starting that second half like this. But we had some big plays, or they'd have gotten a lot more out of it, as you can see. Everybody in the line had a part there. And the end from this side was crashing. David Hannum at first was on that one. David from Albertville, Alabama, one of the famous Hannahs. Over on the sideline there, I think Jim Bob Harris, either Jim Bob or Mike Clement broke it up. We're going to go for the field goal again. We didn't go after blocking that like we life or death then. Of course, there's always a chance of a fake at the point like that. So it's 14-6 now, and we're receiving again.
Don McNeil
kicks it down that dark corner. And we do a very poor job of blocking returning kicks. And one reason, we work on it all the time. I guess we think that was a Missouri option trap series with Whitman carrying the football. You know, the team ran that better than any team we ever played against was Mississippi State, Southern, 3 or 4 years ago. They must have gained 200 yards on that one play against us. Steve Whitman running with the football on the veer play. Veer meaning, of course, a triple option. Steve's a senior here in Birmingham. He's a 5-year man and a good one.
Steve had 107 yards yesterday. First time in his career he's been over 100 yards, Coach.
He had some blocks, too. One time, Steve, after you don't get the ball, you're supposed to go look somebody up, and Steve's been doing that well. But one time yesterday, he really unjointed a guy right in front of our bench. That's about the only place you can see anything. I can see anything anyway. Kind of option play here, kind of option pass. E.J. Jr. gets him from behind. He had a lot of time. He couldn't find his man then. That line came off the ball well, too. Thomas and Boyd, Jones, making the play. Long count.
Number 39 is there.
Great play by E.J. Jr. And some folks coming right by him. So they have to punt. 9-man front. We didn't feel the punt. They had a lot of people down there. I think it might have been wise not to. Alan Gray's the quarterback now. We have a new group in there, I believe. No, we'll put him back. Real fine block, Major Ogilvy. Fine running there by Stedman Shealy.
Stedman gets 27 yards to the 42.
He had a trail man, but it's too close to the sideline. Any chance of a delayed pitch, I mean.
Billy Jackson got 3. There's a big run by Steve Whitman.
Excellent blocking there by Vince Booth, and that's Mike downfield. And Jim Bunch. They just sealing the whole inside off, and Brock came from the other side.
Watch the blocking right here. Wide.
They really straighten him up, don't they? Whitman running with the football. He's a tough runner.
So it's first down on the 22.
Our line showed pass off as soon as protection was all right. But Stedman hits Keith Pugh again. I tell you, Auburn made some fine plays. Our line came off the ball well, but they shot the gaps and penetrated well too.
Auburn takes over.
Auburn takes over again.
16.
We refused to go take it in, but not because we didn't want to. Auburn had a lot to say.
And we're going to get the ball right back on this play.
I think he's decoying when he does that, really.
Thomas Boyd
knocked it loose.
Andy Scott. Oh, E.J. Jr. recovered.
E.J. Jr. from Nashville, Tennessee.
First and 10 at the 22.
Our team kept thinking and saying that they could run the veer and meaning a triple option. Just Bunch was a little late on getting his man in. Was picked up some yards anyway. That's real fine play with the Auburn team. The man coming from inside out, the safety missed him. Stedman was still quick, not as quick as he was before he had his injury. Great pitch then, a real great play by Stedman Sheedy to get rid of the football. Get it out to Ogilvy. The line came off the ball real well then. And we get in position for field goal.
23-yard attempt.
Thank heaven we finally make one. Alan McElroy, senior from Tuscaloosa, made the field goal with 2:07 left. Alan kicked off. He was trying to kick over in the corner, keep it away from him. Tell you, that's pretty good doings there with somebody. I don't know who it was.
Kenny Simon.
Kenny Simons. Kenny's a freshman from Montgomery. He leads our team in kickoff returns. That's Brian Bragg from Montgomery also in on the tackle. Made the tackle. Brian was injured early. Well, he had surgery this summer.
Jeremiah Castillo on the coverage.
Castillo saved one touchdown yesterday. He's a good football player. Has tremendous speed. Didn't play him enough, really. He rested McNeil more.
Wilcox broke that one up.
Tommy Wilcox broke that one up. Tommy was a freshman. Castillo's a freshman. Tommy slipped then just as he was catching the football, and they came up with it. So we gave it back to him again. First down.
Warren Lyles, bottom man on the tackle.
Warren Lyles, I think all our people played well as they could. Somebody got their hands up then.
Brian Bragg.
Brian Bragg hit the ball. That was a big play. Expect the unexpected.
3rd and 9.
Here's a big one, too, on 3rd and 9. Now, he was out in the flat there. We had a couple of men just standing. They said, been out there around and never let him caught that ball. Big play for Auburn. Real fine play by the quarterback. They're going for 2. The right end moved. They try to throw back here, and it's intercepted by Mike Clement. And, of course, they refused the penalty. That 2 was a big, big 2 because that made us have to have a field goal to even tie. Don McNeil running with the football. Don's from Atmore, and he's a senior. End of the 3rd, Alabama 17, Auburn 12. 4th quarter, we like to think the 4th quarter is ours, and I believe it was yesterday.
Alan Gray at quarterback.
Alan Gray at quarterback. We was trying to rest our first bunch here a little bit to where they'd have that last 10 minutes. I meant to play this group 5 minutes if we got a first down, but we didn't. And Allen almost get killed there. And they only played 2 plays. He came off the ball well then. Fine running with Ferguson. All right.
It's got 6, but it was short first down.
Woody Humphries does the kicking. And the fair caught it. I want to thank Reese Pfeiffer for a big favor. Comes the draw play. That gentleman can run. But I'll tell you, that was a great, great tackle there. That he got right in the middle of it. Who was that?
Thomas Boyd first, and Warren Lyles was right behind him.
Saw Johnny Sullivan yesterday, one of our former players. I hadn't seen Johnny here. Certainly looked great. Perfect pass there and a great play, a great save. He was open with a great save, a shot of Bill. Jim Bob. I had a shot of Bill from Kentucky, but Jim Bob Harris from Athens, Tennessee. Warren Lyles had him first, then Boyd put the, just grab those backs. They can run. Out of the end zone. He comes right back, gets a lot of depth. There's 2 backs jogging out in front of him here. And the man knocked it out to practice early, so he hit him perfectly. Great play by Auburn. I sure missed my little review I make of the game with Mark Tyson, my grandson. They go for 2 here again. We have a really great effort. I've never seen more effort than they have there. Look, you can see about 12 white shirts out there to keep them from getting the 2. And now things are getting a little warm. McNeil got the kickoff again. They do a fine job of coverage. Full house backfield, 2 ends out now.
It starts an 82-yard drive and 7 plays for a touchdown.
And boy, I'll tell you, if they just fielded this was on the bounce, like a second baseman, made 3 yards. That was, good Lord was with us there, too. You notice they're lined back off of the ball. Well, Stedman back to pass. He decides to run with it. Had a block by Adelet. Here comes Brock down the field trying to find one. Put that ball up. Big play, real big play by Stedman Sheely. We always appreciate Dr. Matthews. He's the first one in the dressing room. Great block then by Billy Jackson. Jim Travis downfield.
15 yards for Stedman.
Big play again. All these are big ones.
Coach Stedman gets the Scholar Athlete Award Tuesday night, I believe, in New York at the Hall of Fame.
Well, they won't have any more deserving than Stedman. Both ends are out now. Full house backfield. We'll put them in that certain defense. 3 deep defense, what it amounts to. They had 9 of them up so close that you could throw a blanket over them almost. Both ends are out again. Keith Marks and Keith Pugh. Fine blocking and great running. Whitman didn't see that man until it was too late there. He was trying to straight arm one. I talked to him in the dressing room afterwards. The guy kind of surprised him. If he'd gotten that shoulder down, got that shoulder pad under him, might have done something here. Great play there by Stedman Sheely. Ogilvie made his block, but the man got penetration. Sheely came to the outside. A great run. All of them had it play. Keith Pugh. Look at Brock's block. Where he turned the man around upside down. Great. Now that's where Stedman made a great run right there. Cut in between and run down the running lane. Never seen him show as much emotion as that.
There goes the 2-point.
We go for 2 here, but automatically because 6 won't do us any good. Real big fake. Everybody faked out of the play, and that man way back in the corner. I don't know what he's doing back there. Fine blocking coming down. We had an unbalanced line. Instead of coming outside, that unbalanced line with a triple option, a wide option call. So with 8:17 to go, it's Alabama 25, Auburn 18. McElroy kicks off. I tell you, you let him clear. Look at him. Oh, my goodness.
Castile and McNeil finally bring him down. 61 yards.
Jeremiah Castile, Phoenix City, McNeil. So we right back, got to go to work again. Randy
Boyd.
Scott was first on the play then. Excuse me, Charlie.
I was just saying Boyd and Scott in on tackle. As they were
They're the option. You can see we got great pursuit there, great effort. So Alabama 25, Auburn 18.